Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Did y'all miss me? There were no videos this week until Friday, and by the title of this video, you should know that this is the end of our Pokemon Yellow playthrough. Right now, just grinding and making sure that everyone is up to level before we fight the rival. Let's give you some updates. This is also the 100th video on the channel. Today is Friday, and we passed through the halfway mark of 2025. End of June marked the halfway point. I think actually it's July 2nd that marked it, but close enough. Some updates. In Calgary, Stampede season started today, so the parade happened. I didn't go see it because I was a loser and had to do work at home. But to be honest, it's not really my thing either. And with the start of Stampede, it reminds you how hot Calgary becomes in the summer. It gets up to like 35, 40 degrees. And last year this time I was actually still working. You'll see a video in the future about that, but basically I got to sit in a AC office last year, whereas this year I'm sitting at home and boiling alive. The fortunate thing is we installed AC units, tiny ones that just go on the windowsill. The lowest temperature they can go at is 17 degrees, but it helps, so I've been feeling more comfortable as a result. What has not gotten me comfortable is going to the gym in the evening. It used to be I wake up, drop Annie off at school, and then head straight to the gym, and then my day feels like it got started right, you know? However, now I just feel really anxious the whole day until I go to the gym, and after the gym I have a ton of energy, which makes sense, but by that time it's time to sleep, so what is the point? Currently this schedule was meant to accommodate a job if I got one, and it also accommodates Ashton's schedule because she works from morning till evenings, and we used to have to just squeeze in one gym session every single time. But now she committed to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm really proud of her for that. And on Tuesday, Thursday, I've been working out with Shauna. She's also committed to that schedule. But because I get home late, since Shauna doesn't drive, I think it would be better if I went to the gym early on Tuesday, Thursday. But that also means I would have gym sessions pretty close back to back. So I don't know, we'll see. But this week I suffered so much because I just felt so anxious the whole day waiting for the gym. And on Monday was the worst. I had so much pent-up energy that sitting at my desk, I felt like I wanted to rip something apart with just my bare hands. Also, I couldn't catch Moltres because my team wasn't really suited to deal with fire types. But it is what it is. We just killed it and then moved on to the Elite Four. I used up all the rare candies, but my team will still be severely underleveled. I think the highest level in the Elite Four is like 65, and I'm going in all below 55, so it'll be quite the challenge actually. Speaking of challenges, one of my personal challenges is what content I should post on my main channel. I realized after looking at how my main channel grew versus my gym channel grew, there was a pretty clear-cut difference, and The main channel I always feel like is an uphill battle almost. But before that, let's comment on this Lorelei fight. I don't think I needed Magneton, but having 2 electric types definitely helps against misses on Thunder, for example, because you can't be missing Thunders and they're not that accurate. I didn't want to go into Ashton, the Zapdos, because if I eat another ice move, I would be in serious trouble. Lorelei has a Lapras in the back, and it will tank pretty much any hit and hit you back with a very strong Blizzard. Slowbro is easy to deal with. Jinx has extremely frail defenses, so Dropek will one-shot it. I don't think I even needed a crit because it was stab. But yeah, you see here, it barely lives a Thunder, and had that Blizzard connected, I think I would have survived, but it would have been a really close roll, honestly. But got through Lapras. Yeah, just thinking back, I don't think I needed Zapdos for the rest of the Elite Four, so wouldn't have been in serious trouble, but so far deathless, so pretty good. Bruno is really easy aside from the Machamp. Lapras handles all of them very well. This one I just went gimmicky, trying to hit the Sky Attack on Hitmonchan. But then Bruno started buffing like crazy, like what? Talk about scum. And then they start doing X defense and stuff. Oh my god, would have been a pain. Like Hitmonchan can't really deal that much damage because all it has is like weak special moves. But yeah, that made me sweat a little bit, not gonna lie. I didn't want to keep Articuno in on Machamp because it would have hurt. I think Lapras would have taken it better, so Surf is a 2-shot. Agatha is no problem, so I'm not even gonna commentate on it. Anything with a ground move will destroy Agatha basically. Yeah, on my gym channel, I feel really good about the content I'm posting because it keeps me accountable, it brings value to people, and it's something that I really like to do. And I don't really have to push it, you know, like my physique speaks for itself, the routine I do, pretty standard, and the videos are quick to make, and I have a lot of fun, honestly. It keeps things interesting at the gym for me. But the main channel is an entirely different beast. I feel like I've been trying so hard with so many different types of content, but it's still extremely hard to stand out because I think my friend put it the best, like daily content is just not that unique. And to be honest, if I want to focus on the other aspects of my life, yeah, it's hard to commit to a lot of time on doing good content, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's take a look at the Lance fight right here. We hit the Thunder. Hydro Pump I don't think kills us, and it has a chance to miss. Hyper Beam also won't kill us. As you can see, we haven't used Zapdos ever since that one, so RNG non-dependent, I would have been fine throughout this fight, pretty sure. The fact that Aerodactyl did that much with Fly is scary though. And also, Dragonite kinda OP level 62, it has 134 base attack, so that did so much damage. But Lapras' Ice Beam destroys it, 4x weakness stab. And now we just got the toughest trainer, Speedy. Funny enough, I gotten over my grudge against Speedy. It is what it is. It's in the past. So I just beat him down one last time and we can call it quits. And as you can see, we still have our full team. We have the Mew sack if needed. I things should be fine. I'm just doing last minute PP checks to make sure everyone has enough PP to destroy Speedy. Healy's Sandslash, so we're just gonna kill it. I still don't think I use Ashton in this fight, or even if I do, I would have found another thing I could have sacked probably. Yeah, Blizzard. Blizzard surprisingly is very accurate in Gen 1, 90, and has a chance to freeze, which makes it totally busted. If you didn't know, if you freeze in Gen 1, you're just stuck there. Lucky that Kinesis misses. Going for Sky Attack was risky because he could have crit twice and I would have died. I should have just used Fly. Sky Attack honestly sucks. What surprised me is Executor living this Blizzard. Executor's a S tier Pokemon in Gen 1. Like straight up is so tanky, it's not even funny. I am also 7 levels below it, but we don't talk about that. This is how you know I'm a pro gamer. Learning agility on these legendary birds is so dumb, because like when would you ever use those? Graveler's free switch into Magneton, it literally can't touch me, and I force it to burn all its full restores. Cloyster is actually extremely scary. Like, what do you switch into that? Like, my best counter is Lapras, and I have nothing really to damage it. And because it's such high level, even like small attacks do a lot of damage, right? So I was contemplating a lot, and here I switched to Ashton, but I could have switched into anything else to kill Cloyster at this point. And the final mon is Flareon, and we have the check, right? So I don't think I needed Zapdos even if it got killed on Blizzard at the very start. It put up Reflect, but you can't stack Reflects, so it just tried its best, but game over. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I think I realized that I need to make good quality content and not just what happens in my life. So starting next week and this week, I guess, we are going to go back to the drawing board and just focus on making better quality content. I think Wildcard Wednesday is a really good concept. It's engaging enough to where I do something exciting every day, every week, and helps me keep everything fresh, but at the same time it's a one-time commitment as opposed to like 3 videos I have to do. I do like Tea Time Tuesday, as it gave me more confidence in front of the camera, as well as how I talk and the mannerisms in which I speak as. That's one of my goals, by the way, for this year. Speaking of goals, I looked at my progress. I think 7 out of 10 goals I'm making good progress on, and then 2 of them are just purely dependent on my finances, so that's kind of hard to control. Maybe it wasn't a smart goal necessarily, but yeah, we have 6 months to lock in and really get something going here. I hope y'all will still stay a part of this journey. If anything, I feel like I was spamming like content hoping some people would latch on to it, but I don't think that's a valid strategy. From what I can tell on YouTube, people just pick a niche and they really stick to it, and that's how they ultimately find their success. Oh yeah, right now we're going to go fight Mewtwo, but I got lost in the cave. I passed the entrance to the lower level several times, and because my Pokemon are severely underleveled, we're just gonna have to catch a random Pokemon because max repels won't even do anything for us, because the lowest levels are like level 54. So we end up catching something really stupid. But the Nuzlocke is over, so hope y'all don't mind that I still try to catch Mewtwo after this. But yeah, I catch a Golbat. It's probably the worst pull in here. So common and so useless. But I put it in front. No, I don't think I even put it in front. It's just whatever. You just gotta go through the cave and deal with it. Yeah, I was hoping people would latch on to some of my content, but I don't think it ended up happening. So starting from this 100th video, it will be like a clean slate, and it works out perfectly because this is exactly halfway through the year. And yeah, I hope to do higher quality content with better editing, and still give you guys life updates, but more in specific and deliberate videos. We might try other formats as well, but I think as of currently, people don't like watching my face, so it is what it is. I'm not gonna take offense to it. I'm for some people and not for others, right? Yeah, I also can't believe it one-shot Zapdos, but funny enough, the next turn we catch it in a single Ultra Ball. I was hoping that Golbat dies because I hate Zubats and Golbats. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making content up until this point in the year. But overall, it's just, I learned that making good content consistently is extremely difficult and a huge commitment. And even though I'm not employed and I have a lot of time on my hands, I don't have the special sauce yet to make it big in YouTube. And I'm just glad I learned this lesson earlier rather than later, right? As something like this, a big pain point is even if you keep pushing, if you don't have the right audience, it's very hard to do anything. Funny enough is like people who have one specific niche, they farm the crap out of that, and then with that new money they can start new niches. So it's quite counterintuitive, but reality is reality. Sometimes you can't change it, and I'm okay with that. I've come to terms. I still like video creation, but maybe I gotta be more focused and just post good content. I have a lot more ideas, don't worry. Like I said, I still really like doing YouTube. It just right now, I don't think I found my niche, as simple as I can put it. But yeah, this is Tony, giving you my update. If y'all have any concerns or questions, please put them down below. I basically rambled on for like 20 minutes today, but I think it's needed, and I'm hoping that going into the future I make content that people enjoy and find value in and want to keep watching. That being said, this is the official end of the Pokemon side of the challenge, but I'm thinking of maybe starting a gaming channel. Of course, that sounds very exhausting, and I don't know if I have the time commitment to that currently. But yeah, as for now, this will be the end of our Pokemon Yellow playthrough. It's a game I really like playing, and a game that I know like the back of my hand. This playthrough was extremely tough because so many good team members died, having pooled the EXP that would have funded a stronger playthrough if you could just keep using those Pokemon, right? But I also learned a lot about Nuzlocke in general, and I have appreciation for people who just play Nuzlocke. Like, I know people add in rare candies to skip the grind, but every time someone dies, it's hard to keep up with. Like, I think my deaths were below 10, and I still felt bad every time someone died. It also made the game a lot more challenging and interesting. Like, beating the Leaf 4 10 levels below the max felt good. It felt like a challenge, and I proved my worth, and I did not have to rely on RNG, so it's a good feeling in that sense. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great weekend. When I post the next video, it will be whenever, so just expect a weekly video. I will commit to one video at the minimum, and I will try to edit out all of the content that I don't think is necessary to just make it a pure content thing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and thank you for sticking with me thus far. I've had a blast on YouTube, and I think I will keep having fun. See you guys later.